Well, hey, Sagittarians. How would you like a reading from your metal dog today? I'm going to do a reading about someone in your life. We'll find out what's going on. It could be romantic, family, some other kind of kin, friend, new person, somebody coming in. We shall see. And I'm going to start with pulling from the Tarot of the She, which is spelled like that. She is how you pronounce it, which is a deck of Celtic fairy people. And we'll get an overall feeling about this person and your relationship. And then we'll pull some more cards to ask about how they appear in your life, how you appear to them, your relationship, what's hidden from you, and some advice in the future. So it's kind of a fun reading. See what happens. So we're pulling here. Oh my goodness, this person is surprising. The Tower. They are here to shake your world up, Sagittarius. Let's read about that because these are kind of cool to read about. I'll try not to overdo this, but okay, gotta get looking at number 16, the Tower. And this is from the Tower. This is a channeled message to the artist. I am the burning, lightning truth of your innermost divine soul. Strip away, blow away the empty masks of forgetfulness and know your sacred truth. From my eyes, illusion is burned away. From my voice are ripped all lies. From my heart is torn all distrust, freeing the wings of my ascension. I stand in the cosmos as one born into a new life. The comforting bandages of the old are scorched to oblivion. I know the pain of loss, and through that pain I find my greatest gift. I find my soul, my truth, my strongest foundation. The spark becomes a blazing fire as the ego weeps at its demise. Follow me beyond the sorrow and find the startling vision of your own eternity. This is so fantastic. So I see in this image, I see a shattered mask, and I see this winged being rising. It's very Scorpio energy, very death, transformation, phoenix. Not easy, but full of enlightenment. So this looks like a very transformative time or person in your life, Sagittarius. I said it's interesting because maybe I'll talk about it more, but I just encountered this being in my guided meditation this morning. So it was a winged angel, golden, that I was supposed to try to encounter the spirit of air in this meditation. And this looks so much like that. So that's really rad for me. So we'll see what happens. You do also get nightmare. So this is a 9 of Swords energy. It is insomnia. It's the 9 of Swords. Anxiety. That's a good image of how a nightmare can feel. All right. So this is intense, my friends, and transforming. And I feel like as someone who has struggled with nightmares as a part of my recovery life, that this person in your life, they feel really powerful, really affecting, perhaps new. They may be a surprise. They may be full of surprises. And sometimes when we meet somebody that's that compelling, it can cause anxiety. I know whenever I am really excited by a new person, that I can get a little anxious in it. Because, and I was just talking to my Sagittarius friend about this the other day. Like, when I'm in, I'm all in. And she said the same was her. And so sometimes you get hurt. So that's why a very powerful person is also quite scary. Can be bring up anxiety. All right, Sag, let's see. So we're going to pull 6 cards, and I'll take you through them as we go, and then we will clarify and see what this person in your life, who are they? Let's find out. This is how they appear to you. They appear as the Hierophant. They're a teacher. They're part of structural power. I see a difference in your size here. So they're they're really coming in like this for sure. Big, powerful, surprising, mysterious. And they would appear to have structural power in some way. Like this is someone that you are taught to look to. Okay. How you appear to them. You appear as a page of inspiration. You're actually exactly what people with structural power need. You bring new ideas, a new perspective. It's a young herald of newness, and this is in the suit of wands or fire, which is your suit, Sagittarius, your element. The little black cat here. I just want you to see that these two images have some funny parallels. All right, so we have like a cat sitting on a rock, and then we have the Hierophant, and then we have you, I think, here, and then they're seeing you like this, full of magic, full of crazy rainbow ideas. I see the way that the sky, that they're inspired and lit up by this pink. It's a little bit more mellow, but they're strangely coming in here like the little black cat. So I want to think that this is how they see you. So they're definitely the cat. And I see that they have their back to you in this. And they're trying to see things their way, but you're bringing in new perspective for them. So the page of inspiration, page of wands, is very often this creative outsider, foreign energy. I always say queer, not meaning gay, but meaning that queer is technically defined as someone outside of the norm. So they're seeing you that way. You're seeing them as the norms, right? So you may be in relation to them like that. And they're the Hierophant is a teacher, mentor, someone you look up to, obviously. They just feel like a little black cat that's trying to ignore your magic. That's kind of a cool relationship, I think. So let's find out, what is your relationship here? Strength. Again, somebody's sitting in this on top of, and here the lion represents the animal, the violent, the really physical, powerful self that is kept in check by this feminine energy dressed in red. It's a heart energy. It's your higher self. So this relationship is one in which, and it makes sense because you were both teaching each other something. You're coming to them as you know, the one that has knowledge. They're seeing you as someone that like gives them new ways of looking at what they know and what they've seen and what they've come to take for granted. And so you make each other better. This is a relationship that causes you to both rise to your highest selves. And that's really awesome. And what the tarot wants you to know, what's hidden from you, is a 10 of emotions. So this is emotional fulfillment with others. It's community. It's very magical. I see how what's coming out of you in their minds is like kind of chaotic, and you're perhaps helping this get organized as you collaborate together. It comes to look much more like a structure, right? Like these concepts that these two figures have. They're organized ideas. So I think that and then I get the sense of a community here from these people dancing under this concept. And it's like you two rise to your highest self together. That's your relationship, is bringing each other to your highest self. And strength is the card that beats the devil, which represents your codependence, your self-doubt, your addictions, your lower self, the lion. And of course, the lion is a majestic, powerful animal to me. And I often think humans are more the problem than the animal. But in the tarot, that it just symbolizes our beastly animal capacity, which I think is also good to be friends with. To know your animal nature doesn't mean that you know, she just controls this through love. So that's what you're learning from one another. And I feel like you're organizing you're making it something new together, and that's what the tarot wants you to also know. We'll find out more. Your advice is Two of Emotions. So this is a relationship that is one that you can bring justice to, one where you can mirror one another. It's a soul connection. It could be romantic. It doesn't have to be. Beautiful. So it's encouraging you in this relationship as a very beautiful somebody in your life. And we'll come back to our cards here, right? So we can see how you're shocking one another's systems here. And so I'm curious about how the anxiety, insomnia, the discomfort is coming in, because I don't see it at all here, except in the Strength card. So the future, we have Knight of Voices. This is a messenger, it's an actor, it's acting from the truth. So it looks like in this basic line here of your reading, that the future is that you've developed a new truth together. It's a heart-based emotions water truth. It is coming from your heart. That's the Strength card, that's the 10 of Emotions, and the 2 of Emotions. So you take some ideas, you alchemize them in your heart, and you arrive at a new concept, which then in the future we see you carrying this message out into the world. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see what's going on underneath here. Underneath, we have one card, possibly 2, because I see here. I'll take both, because this card, we have the King and Queen of Emotions. So this is an emotional relationship. It is a pairing. She's quite open. The Muse of Emotions, her partner, is quiet. They're both very emotionally mature. So again, I have yet to see this nightmare. And the tower seems very positive, as towers can be. And as I think the channeled message from the artist was very much about the positive of the tower, that it frees you and allows you to get insight. Okay, so let's clarify. We're going to clarify with the Tarot of the Wild Unknown here. I wanted to talk to you, Sagittarius. This is really awesome. I always like Sagittarian readings. And you Sagittarians. Okay, let's see. Let's cut this deck. Wants to be cut. And we're going to clarify. Wants to shuffle more. The Hierophant. It's just a feeling that you have, like a little more shuffling. Okay, so we're going to clarify how this person appears in your life, and then we'll find out a little bit more information about them here. There's that 2 of Cups. They are a soul connection. They're a mirror to you. They're someone that you have a just, reciprocal, loving relationship with. And that's the same card that we see here as your advice. So the tarot says this is a good person in your life. We can see here some of the swords, right? This is the Suit of Swords. And this nightmare here This is a very positive card. It's where you put down your old ideas and you move towards one that causes you to be happier. Right? So that's obviously what this relationship is about. They're some kind of a teacher, but they don't act like, they don't lord it over to you, because we can see in this card there's a great deal of hierarchical difference between these two figures, and you probably look up to them, but in fact they just see you as like them. But they are going to help you change your mind. And there is an 8 of Cups here. This is a very dark 8 of Cups. It's simply about, again, another kind of movement here in the realm of the heart. It's actually we have the mind and the heart. And these cards to me both mean seeking spiritual contentment through changing your mind. In this, you need to leave where you've been in your heart and go towards the same place. So both of these cards are telling me that this person, and this is why you are experiencing them as a Tower, this person is truly going to help you move towards feeling equal, feeling content. And in doing that, there's going to be some emotional ideas and some intellectual ideas that you leave behind. It's very transformative mentor person in your life. And that's how you see them. They're not at all hierarchical. I really like that about them. So they're seeing you as this Page of Wands, Page of Inspiration. And I like how the cat, if you look, is like having some thoughts there. It feels, it's making me see all of these bodies in the atmosphere. Makes me think of a moon, which is a certain kind of transformative journey in the tarot. So let's see how you're appearing like that to them. And there's the 6 of Cups. This is more evidence of a soul connection, past lives, but there's an inner child thing here. And I love the rainbow roots of this 6 of Cups. So we can see that you're drawn towards the rainbow and they feel that you are actually grounded in it. And maybe you are. And that's why you come in as this creative messenger, this herald of difference for this person. This cat's like, whoa, I'm having thoughts. There's the Devil. There's addiction, codependence. It feels to me like this person is someone that you might be working on your devil stuff with, right? Because we can see this is the card that beats the devil. This is your relationship. And so you're this 6 of Cups who's confronting your ideas, your concepts. They need to change, right? Of self-doubt, the things that we can get obsessed about. Could be addiction, codependence, anything like that. So that's something that you struggle with. And this is such a cute little devil. He's got his hooves on fire. He's got a little smile. We don't need to be afraid of the devil, especially with strength here in this relationship. And in a way, the devil is our desire. It's the things that we in our sort of prudish culture can fear, because you're coming in here to this friend, this person in your life as a page of inspiration. Like, we want to look at how you're maybe revising our concept of the devil, of what's wrong, what's bad, what to avoid. And here is thirdly the High Priestess. So you're an incredibly intuitive, wise person. And interestingly, the High Priestess is the counterpart of the Hierophant, in that this one is the public structural power. This one is the intuitive magic hidden power. It's actually accurate to see that they see you as this page of inspiration, because the High Priestess is obviously the source of this inspiration in some kind of cool way. You tell me. Okay, so let's look at your relationship, which is strength. My tummy's growling a little bit. Sorry if you're hearing that. Okay, all right, so the Nine of Wands. This is the struggle. This is working the steps. This is doing it one step at a time. This is your relationship. This is definitely, the wands are fire, your element, Sagittarius. This is a process of transformation. It's tiring and you're almost there. And you're getting there together. There's justice. I've seen this many times now with the Two of Cups. But here is the major arcana version of that aspect of the Two of Cups is justice. Is the black and white kitty. They've got the sword of truth. They're collaborating, a little yin and yang. I like their little collaboration. And it makes me think of, my cat has arrived. It makes me think of this cat here. All right. So this is, you might be involved in some kind of like justice out there. You're bringing, with this person, you're able to bring strength to it. I always like when I see justice in a reading. And there is the Magician. So together you have all of the tools to manifest the world that you want to live in. You can manifest. The Magician is very powerful. Also related to the High Priestess. And they are here on the table. And they're reminding me of these two cats. So this is you and you're somebody. You're these two cats. There's lots of cats here if you like cats, or you identify with them in any way, but we've got the lion here and then the black kitty and the page of inspiration and the High Priestess, Magician, justice, lots of feline. And I love these two conspiring together. And it's private. It's just very intimate, private relationship that you have actually. So you have all the tools together, Sagittarius, you and your friend. Okay, so now what's hidden from you? Let's see what else cards can tell us about this. What is hidden? This beautiful 10 of emotions. Okay, so you manifest together as the Magician. This is that beautiful manifestation here. You can't quite see it yet because it's not coming in quite yet, but it is coming in and you were waiting for it to become clear. You can see that it is. You made this together, right? You made this beautiful concept together. It's like they're teaching you, but and you see them as a teacher, but you're making them see it in a way that they had never seen it before. And it allows you to create something new together. And here's more High Priestess. This is the moon energy. Remember I mentioned that there is a moon reference here between this is your Hierophant friend, and they are sent on a moon journey through their encounter with you, which is fantastic. That's why you are the tower in their life. It may be that it's they who have this dreamer, nightmare, Nine of Swords experience that they're having. Because a moon journey will require you to go into the darkness, or require your friend to go into the darkness to explore the parts of themselves that they have dared not look at before in order to transform. And this is so clearly a transforming journey. And because it's under what you don't know, it's hidden from you, I want to say that it's their energy, this nightmare energy. And the tarot is just kind of cluing you into that. And it's happening, this inspiration is coming in here in an 8 of Wands. Again, fire. We can see that rainbow energy that both of you bring one another towards that. You can see the light sparked in the darkness through your communication. This is action and communication. So you are making something Very beautiful, very powerful, very much in the element of fire here. And it's causing your person, your friend, to examine places that they've dared not look before. Perhaps because you're revealing secrets to them in some way that they hadn't seen before. But because you're their page of inspiration, you're the herald of this beautiful rainbow energy, right? And we've seen they change your mind. You're indeed rooted in this rainbow energy. And so here we can see that here and here. Okay. To me, as a queer person, the rainbow represents like rainbow people, which is like a huge alliance of friends who feel in some way or another that they don't fit in. And when you feel like you don't fit in, you see the world from the outside. You see what you don't fit into in a way where you might make it better because you want to be in there. You want to belong. That's a human impulse. And so it needs to be tweaked so that it can be livable for all of us. And it's a very beautiful thing to bring to the world. It's a form of justice. And that is coming in here in your relationship with this person. I feel like you bring this to them. You're rooted in it. Maybe you don't know that. I'm definitely seeing these two cards here actually, like, because here's the roots that you're rooted in, and this is your emotions. Cups are your emotions. But then the devil's got little hooves on fire, and I feel like these are the devil's root. There's something here, relationship between your roots and this. So like you might think about this as like, because the Six of Cups is inner child work. So like you go into your past with this person's guidance, and you find out the source of your addiction or your codependence or your ideas that need to change, that you are not good enough. And you discover that you deserve more. And I just see you sitting here with that High Priestess truth. It's like you actually know this already. And my yoga teacher said this yesterday. I'm not changing. We don't change in yoga. We remember. And I've been thinking about that ever since, because it, in a way, this path, a spiritual path, a moon journey, or whatever you're doing with this person, it seems very spiritual, very transforming. It is a remembering. It's a remembering of who you are. And then when we have the devil in our heads, like telling us we're not enough, we're not good enough, we're not lovable, like we really need to remember what we knew the day we were born, which is that we're perfect, beautiful gifts. And then things happen to us that we have to recover from at some point in our life that cause us to forget that. Okay, your advice is the Two of Emotions. We've seen that this person brought in the same two cups. Okay, my dog's gonna bark. Hey buddy, come here. No, come on. Come on, buddy, come on your bed. Good boy, very good. I know. Those darn other people, dogs. Okay, we got the garbage truck going by here anyway. All right, Sag. Let's see more about this advice. And then we'll get to your future and we'll get on out of here because this feels very clear. There's a Father of Wands, more fire, inspiration, creativity. I'm going to find out more before we... Hey, come on, hun. Ooh. Okay, there's this. This is this energy. This is the 9. This is the 10 of Swords. This is your nightmare. This is really very painful. What this tells you is whatever concepts in your mind that have been hurting you. We've seen this with the devil. We've seen this with the 6 of Swords. That they're done. They're dead. They're as dead as this poor buffalo. They're stabbed 10 times. And the 10 of Swords also says, you can see the light here. The day is dawning. It is a new day. And one more. So we got, self-harm. More sort of minor or arcana devil stuff. This is winning in a way that you regret. It is doing the things that hurt you. It is your mind hurting you. It's a very difficult, painful card in this deck. When I first got this deck, I used to fear getting these cards. I've now come to understand, like, a 5 of Swords is great advice. So is the 10 of Swords great advice. It's definitely about how your mind is hurting you. And so you guys want to listen to one another. This is definitely your Hierophant. Perhaps you kind of growing in their esteem from a page to a king or father in this deck. So you listen to one another, and it helps you give up this self-harm and move on from this 10 of Swords. Because it's a very, it's a relationship full of trust and generosity and a meeting of minds here. Romantic, it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be. So the future, we see you riding off with this truth. Beautiful day, the Knight of Swords, voices, it's air, okay? Oops. All right, let's clarify that Knight of Voices. The Knight of Swords, very quick energy, full of the truth. It's a very pure truth. And I see the sun. The sun is the happiest tarot card of all. It is about authenticity. It is about being your true self. And we do see that cloud, that moon, blocks the sun. And so that's how we could also see this truth, this new framework that you construct in this relationship with this other person. We were thinking it sets them off on a moon journey. It could set you off on one too. This looks like both of you doing some incredibly rewarding, difficult work together. Okay, let's see. There's a Mother of Wands, the Queen of the Law of Attraction. She's protecting her eggs. She has something to protect now. This is your future. I can't help but see that we also have her counterpart here. There's lots of, you guys are a good match. This relationship is a soul connection here. That's really cool. There's healing, the Star. Healing and wish fulfillment. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This truth heals you. It gives you something to protect. And it brings you a little daughter of Pentacles. There she is in the rainbow. Beautiful little fawn. And she is a real world new beginning. She's the herald of a new day, right? And remember that this person draws you towards that rainbow. It is bigger, it is clearer, it is brighter. You were rooted in this. It's in a way like your discovery of who you are. And this star also has that same beautiful rainbow color here. This is your healing is in this, what I described as that rainbow energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What's on the bottom of this deck? Ah, one card, the Fool, a new beginning. Just starting out on a new journey full of faith. Beautiful. So there's definitely a powerful connection and a powerful transformative relationship between the two of you. And it is like the safest, most beautiful friendship within which to face your demons. And there are demons here, right? We've seen the Nightmare, we've seen the Devil, we've seen the 10 of Swords, we've seen 5 of Swords. But you can face those together. Don't do it alone. We can sometimes do things alone. This reading says this person helps you through this, whoever they are. I'm so glad you have them in your life and that they have you. And I'm very moved by this. So, peace out, Sagittarius.